Do you think men are important?
Like for what?
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
All right, let me say this before I start driving. And I'm going to leave it with this. If you're fragile and you can't take logic and truth and reason and you don't understand the difference between your feelings and truth, you should probably swipe right or up, whatever. Let me be clear. Women use shaming language to destroy and demean a man's character when the relationship fails, and they take no responsibility for their part to play in why the relationship failed. That's problem one. Problem two, women, single mothers, will shame men who don't want to take on the responsibility for the failure that you and your baby father chose to not stay together at the end of that relationship. 9 times out of 10, it's the woman that leaves the relationship. It's the mother of the children that destroys the family unit. 9 times out of 10. So, we need to put a stop to the shaming language of shaming men who don't want to date single mothers. No. We need to shame the mothers for choosing the wrong fathers to have kids with. If that man was good enough to have children with, and some new guy comes in, and God forbid, he's broke, but he's willing to take on bare minimum 50% of your assets, 50% of your bills, I meant. If he's willing to take on at least 50% of all the bills you currently pay, and you want to shame that man because he can't afford to pay for lavish lifestyles and private schools and your fancy handbags and nails and shit that you don't need, the important things is that you're provided for and your kids are provided for. So if he's taking on 50 to 100% of all your bills, whether he's broke or not, you need to stop shaming men. They're doing the best that they can. So if you think it's perfectly normal, perfectly acceptable to shame men because they're not wealthy and they're not 6 foot tall, well, fuck that. I will not coddle single mothers' feelings anymore. Single mothers will be shamed as equally as single mothers shame men. Because I stand for men's mental health. And men's mental health matters too. So, stop shaming men because you're too lazy to stick it out in a relationship. Now, to all the left-leaning liberals, no, I don't condone domestic violence or rape. Okay? Oh, we got that out? We clear? But, on the same part, I have to dive deeper. It's women who are initiating 70 to 80% of all domestic violence. So, ladies, if you don't want domestic violence in your relationship, you probably shouldn't be the ones hitting men first. With that, I'll end it. But I'm going to end it with one more detail. I don't care to coddle the feelings of people who shame men for doing the best that they can, who who shame men based on their height, something they cannot change, based on their eye color, based on things they cannot change, based on their penis size, something they cannot change. Woman, you're flat chested and have no ass. How about that? Can we shame women for that? No, because now you're tiny titty phobic. No, sorry. I will shame women and single mothers equally as much as they will shame men. So if women cannot handle the heat, get the fuck back in the kitchen and get back to cooking. No, we don't want you out of the kitchen. Saying you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen? No, that don't work with women. We want women to get back into the kitchen. That's the end.